searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow.
Episode 21, sorry.
Mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
And, so now that we've, gotten to know Kira a bit better, I think we're gonna do one of the main story quests. So yeah, this is gonna be episode 21, this long game. Family Matters. So we're gonna do this, help out the Bloody Baron, find his family. So, the Pellar's hut. The Pellar is, let's just read this again. The Baron turned out to be a tough negotiator who knew the full value of the information he possessed. He agreed to tell Geralt about Ciri in one condition. Geralt had to find his wife and daughter first. The women had mysteriously disappeared a short time before. Though the Baron had moved heaven and earth to find them, all his efforts had proven fruitless. So we found this locket, or medallion, or whatever. Quest items. The talisman. That was close. Talisman. We found this when we were investigating the Baron's house, trying to find clues as to what happened to his family, and we theorized it had something to do with like a sorcerer or a witch or something like that, and he mentioned that this Pellar is someone that she might have seen. By the way, Kira went into that tower that we just cleared out. I think the last time that you watched Sweet Assassin, she went into the tower to continue this. I think continue the studies that the mage there was performing, or at least look into what he was working on. So that's another quest that we can do later. But I want to get back to the main story a bit because I've been doing a lot of side quests lately. Be right back. Okay, see ya. Oh, there's something here. Huh. The All God demanded 6 sucklings. You didn't.
Your fault as much as mine.
Dagmar.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
The All God.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
How so?
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least,
He said
the
it.
rivers will fill up with frogs and lotuses or some such will devour the harvest.
Yes, let's talk to
I
this
could
All God.
intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
I don't think it's actually
Well,
a god.
I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
So is that over here? Fuck, I keep getting sidetracked in these cool side quests. Let's see what the greedy god. No, okay, I'm sticking to the main quest. I'm actually, oh, I forgot I'm level 7. I forgot I leveled up last time. Fuck. So let's see what we can do with that level. That unlocks at level 8, and the new mutagen slot unlocks at level 9. So we can't get a new skill, but we do have a point available. So increase potion overdose threshold by 3%. I kind of want to take this so I can use some of those decoctions. But stamina regeneration. Target does not move towards Geralt while he is casting Axii. Increases the effectiveness of Axii in dialogues. Reduces Axii casting time. Failed Axii types stagger the target. Yeah. That's better. And then is there anything we can equip that we've been holding on to? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm gonna stick with the main quest. I'm not getting distracted this time. Because I'm actually ahead in terms of levels in the main quest. So I want to get to the point where we're behind again. Where's this Pellar's hut? Probably just fast travel. Up there. Okay, let's fast travel here. Want to travel? Post. Okay, there's one just ahead.
Stop!
Stop! No thanks.
Faster. Whoa there, Roach.
Do I have to get off the horse to do this? No. Fuck. Can't. I find that to be a bit annoying. I mean, it's a minor annoyance, but. I don't understand why I can't just fast travel from the horse. And my game crashed.
I see you.
While searching for the witch Ciri quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend.
Sorry, guys.
Sorcerers told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had.
Alright, Roach, back to the sign. Oh, whoa,
Come
whoa.
on, Roach.
Not into the wall.
Stop!
Move it.
Just keep appearing out of nowhere. Must have something to do with the settings I'm using. When the time of the frost comes, do not eat the yellow snow.
And this be the witch. Man. Ouch.
Okay.
Buying or just perusing?
Show me what you've got on.
I'm a bit low on money, so let's see if I can sell some of these swords. Oh, it's interesting. Like, so it's not just like a Veiled Longsword is a Veiled Longsword. Some are better than others. This one requires level 5, and this one requires level 3, and this one's stronger. It's a bit weird, but okay. I mean, why is that one harder to use than like exactly the same sword? No, I'm not gonna read too much into it. And I can sell some of these pelts, I imagine. It's the only thing that's getting me money. It's rotting flesh. I don't want to carry around rotting flesh, even though I'm not making much money off of it. Right.
So long.
Roche!
That's it, Roach.
And whosoever finds the Baron's daughter,
Move it!
we'll get the old bugger, you'll see.
Looks like someone else has beat us here.
Sod off, freak.
One fucked up face.
Baron's henchman.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Pellar?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
Oh, I can use my sign.
Think you need to leave now.
Need to leave now.
Do we?
You do.
Well, let's go then.
Ah! Easy enough.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up. Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Ooh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Pellar awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall
Bones.
come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Alright. This guy's got some power. Or he just made that up.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke, and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
Okay, so he does know the Baron's daughter.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Pellar. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
I'm not familiar with that term Pellar, so I just want to look it up. Is it like,
So, designed to protect her.
like a seer?
What?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pellar could do.
Oh, Anna's the wife, not the daughter.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Pellar
He's
don't
lying.
know. But the spirits
To shovel. To
The
move
Pellar
her with
will
the shovel.
augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
It's a French term.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Oh.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Needs the goat to do his work. I'll find your damn goats.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, princess! Where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow.
Seems a
But
bit
for a while.
whacked out.
But beware of wild strawberries.
It's got a crow
Raspberries
feet
too.
there.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Pellar. Okay, Pellar. Not with an E. Or maybe it's just... Maybe it's just a term used for this game. Yeah, I don't think it's like a real word. New quest item. Prepare it for use by placing it in an appropriate slot in the inventory panel and selecting it from the quick access menu. So it's the same as the lamp. Oops. Oh, I thought it would be here. Temperature sense. Okay, it's already there. I didn't have to equip it. Excuse me.
This way, I think. Another clue. Good.
You can hear it. There it is.
Good.
Oh, there's wolves there. Come on.
Another clue.
Level 5 wolf. Oh man, what a shot! Oh good, I want these. First of all, I need their food, their livers, and I also need their pelts. I need money. There he is. Ooh, that sounds nasty. So stupid.
There you are.
Alright, buddy.
Come on, let's go see the Pellar.
Like delete him or something? Guess so.
Come on, take you back to the Pellar. Misses you something awful. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? This way, your grace.
Oh, I think they mentioned something about the Pellar really digging, like, animals, as in, like... Oh. What's that?
Where the hell'd you go?
Oh, fuck!
Bear! Run! For shit.
Run! so funny. Run, you stupid piece of shit. Okay, these bears are a lot easier to handle now. Give me a pelt. Give me a pelt. Nice. Alright. Monster brain. Fair enough. Now, what's this all about? Is it just a dead body here? I guess the bear killed her.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Probably. Yeah, so
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time.
I seem to remember
You got
them
that
talking about the
all-important
Pellar
quality
having
every roach has to
relations
have.
with
You don't
animals.
talk much.
We should go, dude.
Princess, flee not from the Pellar, for there are wolves about.
Just a man and his goat.
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Oh god. This game's hilarious sometimes. Alright,
Happy
enough.
for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Pellar, and so the Pellar shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Put the goat there.
Fine. Be right back.
There's a goat. Blood.
Will this do?
So you need the goat's milk for it. Oh,
They are not here. That is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child.
wow, okay. Now I see why he's a little bonkers.
A child that lives not, yet did not die.
An undead child?
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. She miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Yeah, seriously.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true.
I believe
It is
them.
you
No,
who needs
crazy.
the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he
Thought there was
abuse his
more to it.
family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pellar's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
Oh, weird.
White Wolf, Wise Wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming.
Roin.
That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honour not its meaning. Win a spirit's favour, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pellar.
And what does the Pellar do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way all the same.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Interesting. Alright, we got some new glossary entries. So we've learned more about Annabelle, which is the Bloody Baron's wife. Geralt's encountered this young woman's... Oh no, this is the woman that we helped out in the tower. So, Anna is what we learned more about. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant, but lost her child for unknown reasons shortly before her disappearance. I knew there was more to the Bloody Baron than met the eye. He seemed a bit too friendly, and seemed to be hiding something. Looks like there's some other character entries too. Tamara, is there anything more? Baron's daughter Tamara had disappeared with her mother same time before Geralt arrived at Crow's Perch. The Baron described her as a charming young maid of 19 summers. Oh, so she's older. And the apple of his eye. No wonder then that the Lord of Crow's Perch was desperate to find her. Yet it seemed Tamara had finally had enough of the way the Baron treated her mother and decided to flee along with her. The Pellar. As is often the case with charmers, diviners, healers, and other cunning folk of the countryside, the Pellar of Blackbow was a man of mystery, around whom circled a great many rumors and legends. Some claimed he could commune with the dead, others that he had a different sort of familiarity with the grave, having put an axe in his father's head in a fit of rage when he was a young man. Still others said he showed an indecent fondness for barnyard animals. That's where I read that. I don't know about that. I think he's fond of the goat because it helps him with his work. All these rumors aroused the fear and respect of the backwater peasants of Velen, and the Pellar most likely did little to discourage them. And even the most cunning of men make the occasional professional error. Had Geralt not intervened, who knows what might have become of the old seer at the hands of the Baron's enraged men. Pellar turned out to be more skilled at soothsaying than curing indigestion, Though what he divined for Geralt was murky at best, the Witcher managed to put the pieces together into a somewhat logical whole. Looks like there's some other, so we've got right up on the mysterious elf that we met in the cave. Turned out not only Geralt was looking for Cirilla, Also on her trail, mysterious elven mage. Like the Witcher, he had gone to Kira Metz to inquire after Ciri's whereabouts. During his conversation, he also revealed that he kept a hideout in the ruins near the village of Midcopse. So that's where we were. Geralt decided to follow up on his lead, though he was not able to establish Mysterious Mage's identity. He did learn that he had been traveling with Cirilla some time before, and the Wild Hunt was after him as well. And this fellow, Eredin, we met in... we didn't meet. We saw him in the elf's hideout. The name of the King of the Wild Hunt. The identity of the Lord of Nightmares. The being behind the frightful mask. This long remained unknown. Over time, however, scraps of information gradually coalesced into a full likeness of our foe, but did nothing to detract from the terror he inspired. It was pretty creepy looking, as you can see. The Wild Hunt was in truth an elite cavalry brigade from the world of the An-El, the Alder folk, and was commanded by their ambitious and ruthless king, Eredin Breakglass. He would travel via secret paths through the cold emptiness between his world from ours to capture victims and take them back to his homeland as slaves. The current objective of his hunt was Cirilla, whose power he wanted to harness for his own uses. The only obstacle in his path, Geralt of Rivia. Right. And then let's take a look if we have any entries for this baby thing. I think we do. Spectres. Oh, maybe not. Thought it was... First ones. Botchlings. Yeah, here we go. Saying a botchling's ugly is like saying shit's not particularly tasty. Can't say it's alive, it doesn't exactly convey the whole truth either. Lambert, Witcher of the Wolf School. Perhaps the most repulsive creatures a Witcher will ever have the displeasure of meeting. Born of dead, unwanted babies, discarded without a proper burial. Their appearance is that of a partially decayed fetus. Their unformed flesh twisted with hate, fear, and malice. These hideous creatures feed on the blood of pregnant women, driven by a mad hunger that most often leads to their victim's death. Botchling will emerge from its lair at night to lurk by the bedside of an expectant mother, draining her strength and that of her unborn progeny as she sleeps. Woman thus beleaguered first suffers from troubling dreams, then fever, delirium, and a general weakening of the flesh. After a few such nights, she is enfeebled and unable to defend herself. It is then the botchling attacks directly, sinking its long, sharp fangs into her body and drinking of her blood until mother and fetus perish together. Creepy! A botchling stands around 1.5 feet in height, but when threatened and if gorged with blood, it can change form. At such time, it grows into a deformed man, hunched over and striding, ape-like on its forearms. Stronger and fiercer after this alteration, it hurls itself into direct physical combat, gnashing at its opponent or attacking him with sharp claws. Botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubricant, a guardian spirit of the hearth that watches over the family it never knew in the house it could never call home. It never could call home. Okay, so that's what we have to do. And cursed oil, Axie. Axie is the mind control one. Starting to learn. Yeah, starting to learn. Let's see what the Baron has to say.
Move it!
About this aborted child. Got some questions to answer.
Sweet mother.
Dearie,
Giddy up.
nights it's best to bar the door and shut your windows tight.
Fast traveling.
Lightning strike.
Oh, it's a fire.
freak. God's bless.
Alright, let's see if I can do anything to help.
Hide the young'uns!
I like how even though they're like panicking, they still take the time to insult us. Oh, looks like it's gonna rain. Should help with the fire.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Why aren't you doing something? Whoa, Baron!
You, where do I know you from, eh?
Oh man, he's in drunken rage.
Right, the Witcher! Come, drink with me! Pale as a ghost you are.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
Jesus.
Fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right? Shit, fire's spreading. They ran from you, didn't they?
You think you could beat me? Drunken fool.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
No excuse.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
I try to believe him.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing.
It's your own fault.
Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna
big hands.
used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room.
Sad.
Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried.
Fucking idiot.
My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Seen a lot of dead in my time, but that must have been hard.
Unspeakably so. My legs gave out. I saw fields of corpses at Sodden. Saw witches burn in Maribor. But compared to this, all that was a rabbit's prick alongside a great oak. And the guilt is all mine.
We don't know that yet. The amulet Anna wore could be linked somehow. Maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
Wrapped it in a clean sheet and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born.
It's not gonna save a marriage, man.
My child was dead.
That is not the answer.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
I'm a heartless
Mutations
bastard.
worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
I don't think... Yeah, you need to hear this.
Cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to
You
find
need
your
to
family.
know what you frickin' created, you
How?
crazy son of a bitch.
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Pellar and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child.
It's already
It's
dead.
suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
Alright. Let's do
The
this.
sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
Jesus. That was a tough story to take.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So, I guess the name, giving a baby a name, binds it kind of to this world. So that's what I'm reading into it. Keeps it away from the spirit world a bit.
Here's the spot.
I'm taking screenshots from my YouTube videos, by the way. If
Shows
you're
a
wondering.
lovely spot.
We hear that sound every once
Damage,
in a while.
will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Oh shit. Oh god, this is gonna be so fucking creepy.
Look!
Oh man. What is that?
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know
Fucking
it.
suck it up.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Do it.
Merciful gods.
Okay, alien. Tons in this game. I think I might need this.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends and change it into another king.
Oh, fuck.
This game strikes a great balance between downright fucking weird creepiness and fucking despair, but there's also like a lot of hopefulness as well. Although we haven't seen so much of that. It's just downright fucking creepy. Oh man.